Hi, in this video I'm going to show you quickly how you can access the BBC coronavirus coverage anywhere in the world. Now, obviously there's a lot of coverage on all the major news channels of the world about the coronavirus, but it can be frustrating if you want to access the news in other locations than the one you're currently in. So for instance, if you want to go to the BBC iPlayer site, which is where all the BBC's programmes are broadcast both live and archived, this is what happens if you're not in the UK. So you just basically go to the BBC iPlayer site, it'll let you get there, and you can see here these are all the live channels. So you can watch anything live on BBC iPlayer, and then below there's the archive section where everything virtually is all broadcast after, and you can watch later for up to usually 12 months, but it depends on the type of programme. Okay, we're going to go to channels and we're going to go to BBC News. BBC News has just started now, so this is on live. So you can either watch live or watch from start, which takes you back to the beginning of the programme if it hasn't finished. So it would take us, it's useful if you just missed the beginning of something. Okay, so we're going to watch live and see what the coverage is, but this is what happens. This content is not available in your location. Basically, the BBC has checked my IP address, decided it's not registered in the UK, so it's not blocked. So basically, you can't get access. Let me show you how to bypass that. Now, the same thing works for any country, really. You can only basically see the media sites, the TV sites online that are in your current location. So you're in Spain, you can watch all Spanish TV online without a problem, but no other country. So, and that basically follows for everywhere in the world, really. Okay, so we need to use something to change our IP address, and the way that millions of us do this is to use something called a VPN. Now, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. You can see my favourite one here. It's called Nord VPN. There's lots of others, but I use this because it's got lots of different countries. Now, when you start using a VPN, you realise how much you can unlock. So being able to access things all over the world is kind of cool, really. I like watching some of the Indian TV, which actually some of it is broadcast in English. So now, the crucial thing is that we need to change our IP address. To access the BBC, I need a British IP address. Now, if you can see, if I click on the map here, it goes United Kingdom. I can use this to basically connect to a VPN in the United Kingdom. Now, that will not only encrypt my internet connection and make me completely anonymous, it will also give me a UK IP address. Now, if you're watching the BBC, I would suggest, and you're using NordVPN, don't use the Quick Connect here. The reason why I say is the way that sometimes these VPNs get blocked, and the way they get blocked is if too many people are using the same IP address. Quick connects and default auto connects always seem to bung everybody on the same servers, and I've found that they sometimes get blocked. With NordVPN, you go up to United Kingdom. I would suggest just type United Kingdom in there, and you'll see a huge list of all the servers. There's something like 700 with NordVPN. So there's loads and loads of choice. Now I click, and I've set a few favorites that always work for me. So I will click on one now, and now I am basically making a encrypted connection to a VPN server in the United Kingdom. It sounds all James Bondish, but it's really very easily. It's just clicking on UK. Now you can just see it takes a minute or so, depending on where you are in the world, to connect to the United Kingdom here, and depending on how fast that server is at the particular time. And here you can see it's connected to the United Kingdom server 1047. Brilliant. Now, you shouldn't notice much change there. They're all pretty fast, so you won't notice much difference on your how your internet connection works, especially with NordVPN. Some of them, VPNs can be very, very slow, be warned, so beware of that. And what we're going to do now is go back to the BBC iPlayer site. Now, I'm just starting up Microsoft Edge. The main reason that is I've just been using Chrome. Also, you need to clear the cookies out of each session sometimes. But if I go to a different browser, you'll be all right. We're going back now to the BBC iPlayer, but now we're going with a UK IP address. So I am expecting that my access has been restored. So here we're logged in and I click on the channels. Again, you can see all the BBC iPlayer here, and let's just look at what coronavirus coverage there is. Let's go to the news. Again, the same site, watch live or watch start. Let's watch from the start because it will then have taken us to the beginning of the program. Remember, last time we tried this, we got blocked because we weren't in the UK. This time, I hope you can see, is we're getting the news, which I think will pretty much be dominated by the coronavirus. Okay, so I'll just pause that and let's go back now. We can show you that all the BBC iPlayer site works. All the programs, the specials, the documentaries, they have some really good coverage. Newsnight always covers the latest main news events, which at the moment is obviously coronavirus, so you can keep up to date there. That's broadcast at 11 o'clock, 10:30 on every weekday night, but you can watch the archives for a month there, and there's some more sections there. BBC have set up a coronavirus section, so you can look all the latest, anything basically related, plus handy little snippets. Here's how do I protect myself from coronavirus, how to self-isolate. These are just 3-minute, 2-minute things. They'll all work now because I've got a UK IP address. Now, you do need to have an account to use the BBC iPlayer. It's completely free though. If you haven't got one, make sure you set your VPN to a UK server first, then create an account. You'll need an email address. And it will ask you, whether you've got a UK TV license. I suggest you know probably the answer. There's no checks or anything, but you know what to answer there to watch it. It will also ask you for a postcode, your address. Pick any valid UK postcode and it'll work. Nord VPN is the one I use and have been for a while. There's a link to the latest discounts. There's some great deals on it at the moment, which are in the description below. And that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.